Hello everyone, welcome to Tommy's Station. Today's video is called Tommy's Branchline Reopens. I've had quite a lot of problems with the Branchline for a long time, and being lazy didn't do anything about it. But now I have, so what I'll do, I'll run this first loco from the end of the line. This is my halt. I'll run it up to the fairground station. So this is one of my Hunslet 060 saddle tank locos, Hornby, pulling two Pico passenger wagons. I'll show you what I've done to them when it comes around. Yes, quite happy now I got my branch line working again. It was a problem with 2 points and a bad wiring connector, and not being young anymore, it wasn't easy for me to get under the layout and try and find the faults. I've modified the rear coupling on this Hornby. It had a D-type coupling, but now I've put an M pocket, and it's been fitted with a European coupling, so I can pull these two Pico coaches. So, excuse the camera shaking. I'm going to stop it there. Now then. I'm making a mess of this, but never mind. I'm trying to do my best. Right, so I've repainted the bottom of these Pico coaches, installed glazing, and blanked out some windows where the toilet would be, and basically changed them from these, which bright red and white just didn't look right. I had 4, so I've kept 2 as red and white, and these 2 I've repainted. I've also retained a red band and put a brass band around the top, and it's got a couple of Great Western emblems on as well. So we'll move that, set the loco off again. I have to keep turning behind to reach the control, so bear with me. Here we go. There's a reason why I'm using these Pico 4-wheel coaches, and that is because I spent quite a bit of time reducing the gap between some of my urban coaches, and the result was I couldn't reverse them back around my branch line because the buffers were locking. So I'm using these now, which are actually a perfect fit in the station. They're not overhanging like they were before. So it's going over a set of points now, and that's the ones I had a big problem with, because trying to stretch over and remove them and repair them, that was a nightmare. I hope I don't have to do that again. Yeah, this is an incline of 10 centimeters from the lower level up to the main line, and these 060s are perfect for pulling. They can pull a lot more weight up this gradient. So what I'll do, I shall stop it there and try and pan in if I can to the coupling. So like I say, now I've got the beauty of being able to disconnect the European coupling and plug in a normal D-type. They're good runners, these 060 Hunslets. Although they've got the Type 7 motor, two of my Hunslets have had two brand new motors installed because they burnt out, and I think this one has its original motor, so I don't know how much longer this one will last, but it's running very well. I've got 4 in total of these Hunslets. Perfect for tight curves and perfect for my Branchline. I know they were basically shunters, but you can run what you want on your own layout. Bring that to a stop. Now then, we'll just move around. These two non-coveted coaches have had their coupling shortened, and I used to run these up and down the Branchline a long time ago, but now I can't because the buffer's lock. So we'll set off the Hunslet again. And now it'll drop down onto the Branchline again. I've also put weight in these Pico passenger coaches because they're very, very light. They're all plastic, so there's 20 grams in each one, and that really helped stabilize them. They tend to get a bit jumpy. I'm quite happy now I've got my Branchline back. It was very hard to do the repairs, but it's paid off in the end. Yeah, going over the repair points nicely now. So we'll stop it there, and we'll reverse it then back through the industrial area. Yeah, much happier now. It also means I can shunt my Blue Circle wagons from the factory up onto the main line. So I'll show you what I mean when I stop it in the station. These two four-wheel coaches are a perfect fit, whereas before my non-corridor coaches were overhanging the platform, so I think it's improved it. Off we go again. back around to the station halt. And the shopping street there, right at the end, next to the pub, is Arkwright stores, open all hours. Even got Granville's bike outside, not that you can see it from there, but there we are. I got these Pico wagons in a job lot, and like I say, being red and white, they don't really match anything with my layout anyway, so changing the livery I think has improved them. And I'm not one who's worried about whether the HO or the OO coach loco. Oh wait. Here we are, bring it to gentle stop. There we are. Now then, another repair I made. Well, not repair. If you can see those points behind the GWR Ginty, they're new. They also had a big problem. The train would derail if I tried to run it on the outer loop. I had big problems with that. So now I'll show you how it runs. This camera's going crazy. With my 264 logo. Yeah, absolutely perfect now. It wasn't a big problem on this line, but the next line was the problem. So I've cured that. Right, so we'll bring that to a stop. Then what we'll do is bring round my large prairie, pulling a rake of Great Western coaches. Now, I'm running these locos because they haven't had a run for such a long time, so they've had a clean up and a light service and wheel clean, etc. So it's good to run them. So I'll bring this one to a gentle stop. This is a Bachman large prairie. Nice runner. Okay, so now this will go over my new points. There we go. So now that's running behind the 264. I tend to put off track work. I shouldn't, but I do. So what I'll do now, I'll bring round my City of Nottingham, which also hasn't had a run for a long time, pulling its rake of LMS coaches. These are a permanently attached to this line, and I can just change the locos as required. Okay, there we go. And then over the far side we have a Merchant Navy class, which is can also run on that line when I change the points. Okay, so I'm happy now. I got my branch line back working and managed to change those points as well. So I've now got a lot more choice of running. Thanks for watching. Bye now.